everyone, and welcome to another episode of Reel Me In, a movie podcast, where you didn't really ask for it, but hey, I'm going to give it to you anyways. This is a podcast where I talk about anything, everything, anything about movies. How was you guys this week? Was it pretty good? Did you guys get trampled to death by Black Friday sales? Did you eat a turkey? Did you rub stuffing in a turkey? I don't know. What'd you guys do this week? You guys don't ever keep me informed on anything, and so I just assume they put stuffing inside of a turkey's butthole and then we call it a day. But that laugh tells you right there that my guest this week is my lovely girlfriend Emiline. Emiline, say hi to the peeps out there.
Hello.
She is here, and we are ready to talk about the movie that we saw yesterday. And you could probably guess what it is from the title of the podcast. But we have a sponsor today at Reel Me In, a movie podcast, and it's CobraCoins.com. They specialize in creating fully customized coins for any occasion. You can create something unique that you can call your own. These coins are collected by video gamers and movie buffs everywhere. Seriously, you can ask to put anything on it. Put anything Star Wars or anything Marvel on there. Just ask them. If they don't, then raise a pitchfork at them and throw Molotov cocktails on them. I don't know. Cobra Coins is trusted by many police departments around the nation, not to mention the U.S. Coast Guard, the Air Force, and even your neighborhood-friendly Walmart. Create your customized coin today at CobraCoins.com and receive a 10% off by mentioning my name, Chase Lee. CobraCoins.com, cold-blooded, high prices. If you're a coin collector, that's like the site that you're supposed to go to, So, but I honestly don't know where to begin, Emiline. There were some trailers that came out this week. One that broke the internet literally 2 days ago. And then we had one at the beginning of the week. And, of course, we had Hugh Jackman in a weird get-up, and he looked like a pedophile at a grocery store. I guess I don't know where to start. But anyways, guys, the format of this episode is we're going to go over 3 movie trailers that came out. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, Jurassic World, and Pan. There's really no movie news that came out this week because it was a slow week because it's Thanksgiving week. People are off. They're doing stuff, not doing lame podcasts every Sunday. And then me and Emiline are going to review Horrible Bosses 2 and give you the box office results of the weekend and call it a day. So I guess let's get this started, Emiline. We'll kind of ramp up to the bigger one. And just to let you guys know, me and Emiline do this over Skype, so she tries to do funny faces constantly, and she's trying to break me. But see, here's the deal. I've done this for a year now, to where like it doesn't work. So, Em, you can try that all you want. It's just not going to work. Just to let you know, she's making like the weirdest like faces right now, and that's what I have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's start with the first trailer. It's Pan, and this one stars Hugh Jackman, and he looks like a lumberjack that had a bad haircut. And it stars Rooney Mara as Tiger Lily, so that's interesting, and a couple other people. Now, I did not know this was going to come out because the first trailer that came out this week was Jurassic World. Pan literally came out 2 hours after, and I was like, "Holy shit! You don't want to compete with Jurassic World? What the hell are you doing, Warner Brothers?" So when Pan came out, I watched it. I didn't think it was like the best trailer in the world, but I liked it. I thought it was intriguing. I thought it captured all the fantasy like elements you want out of a Peter Pan movie, and then some. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you. I just kind of feel neutral. To be perfectly honest with you, just neutral about the entire thing. It was blah. I mean, the effects look cool and it was shot well. Hugh Jackman looks like he's having a good old time. He looks like the next Captain Jack Sparrow. He really does. Like he's like having a ball. Like it looked like he had the most fun on this set than any other movie he's ever done. It was okay. It, like I said, captured the fantasy elements, looked cool, but it's really not my cup of tea. I mean, Emiline, you and I grew up in the same year, so we grew up with the original Peter Pan. Like, do you want to see another rendition of this film? Like, it's been done a million times.
No, I think Hook did it for me. I
See,
mean,
Hook was awesome.
yeah, that was one of my favorites growing up. And you can't pass up Robin Williams. Come on.
Yeah, rest in peace, Robin Williams, because you are a comic genius, and he was. I thought Hook was great. It's just one of those childhood movies that you want to replay over and over again. But Pan, it looks okay. That's it. I mean, it'll appeal to the kiddies, but as far as I go, like it just didn't really hit the right chords with me. So that's the first trailer that came out. The second trailer, Jurassic World. Now, I've been looking forward to this ever since it was announced. And I remember seeing Jurassic Park 3 when I was in, I think, 7th, 6th grade or something like that. And my mom took me and I was like, I still like it. The first one's a classic. I saw the first one on its 20-year reunion in theaters in 3D. It was like the best theater experience that I've had because I never got to experience it in theater because I was like 4 years old at the time. So when the Jurassic World trailer dropped, I was super pumped. I was set. I'm ready to go. It stars Chris Pratt, and if you guys know him, he's Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's also in Parks and Recreation. He's a funny guy. So when he's getting cast in Jurassic World, it's like, this guy's on fire right now. It's got Jake Johnson, Bryce Dallas Howard, and I believe that's it. And a couple other kids that I don't know their names right now. But the trailer dropped, and I watched it. I liked it a lot. I thought there was a lot of elements that were just so cool about the trailer. It is intrigued me so much, and I'm really looking forward. It's one of my most anticipated for next year for sure. I love the fact that it's called Jurassic World. It's bigger. There's people actually in the park this time, because in the first one, and the second one, and the third one to some extent, there's really no one in these parks. They are abandoned. So it's nice to see like a crowd of people getting scared shitless by a flying pterodactyl that's gonna like come run them over with their wings. Like it's awesome. I thought the tone was very good. I thought the special effects for what we saw in the trailer were very, very well done. It just looks so good, and it looks like it's going back to the original one, which I'm totally super psyched about. So, Jurassic World, man, that is where it's at. Emiline actually did not know a fourth one was going to be made. So, with the announcement of this and me talking about the trailer, are you excited for the fourth one?
Yeah, but I kind of just want to go over all of them. You know, like, watch the first three before the fourth one comes out, or before I see it at least. But that's just me. Like, when it comes to sequels after an original movie, that's what I like to do. I like to refresh my memory before I go. Because if the next movie builds on the first movie, then, you know, you want to know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to, because the third one came out, I think, like 12 years ago, which was a long-ass time ago. So you kind of have to refresh your memory. But the Jurassic World trailer, I totally buy it. I'm totally in. So this little trailer dropped a couple days ago, and it's called Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Now, I watched it online as soon as it dropped. Let's put it this way, guys. It dropped on Friday at 9 a.m. Right now, I'm in Central Time in the United States, so it is 2 o'clock here on Sunday. Literally 2 days later, last time I checked, it was nearing 30 million views. You've got to be fucking shitting me. In 2 days? That's awesome. That just shows you how much power and how much interest people have in the next Star Wars movie. So the trailer drops. It's a teaser. I love it. Now listen, I like the original trilogy, 4, 5, and 6. I think the prequels are okay. I don't despise them like most people. They are what they are. They're kids' movies. I have always liked Star Wars, but I've never been like super in love with it, that I'm a total geek and fanboy. Like, if anything, I'm a comic book fanboy, so that's why I like those movies more. But like Star Wars, I'm looking forward to the new ones, especially with J.J. Abrams directing it and stuff. I was totally on board for it. So this trailer drops. Holy shit, is it fucking awesome. It triggers your sense of wonder, and your imagination runs wild after seeing this thing. It brings back to like the original 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I think JJ captured the tone perfectly in this. And I don't know why people are bitching about this trailer. I'm about to fucking rant right now, so get ready. Emiline, you can go to the bathroom if you want. So, listen, why are people fucking complaining about a 1.5-minute trailer? What a teaser is supposed to do is set the tone and kind of give you a little nibble. Why do you want to jump straight into sex when you can have some foreplay? That's what they're doing right now. They're playing with your nipples right now, and they want you to be like, hey, why don't you come to the theater and pay us some money so you can actually get the full experience and get penetrated? That's what they want, okay? A 1.5 minutes is a fucking 1.5 minutes of a 2-hour-long movie. You're not going to see that much, okay? Like, I started sounding like Mark Wahlberg for a minute. Hey, what you doing over there? Okay, Star Wars Episode 7 trailer. Why are you guys bitching about it? Okay, what the fuck, man? So, I mean, like, listen, it's a fucking 1.5 minutes. Why are people complaining about the little droid on a soccer ball? It's meant there to be cute. It's meant there to be funny, okay? Like, it's just setting the fucking tone for it. Why are people bitching about the lightsaber? I don't fucking understand it. Like, it looks like a sword. It looks like a medieval sword. We haven't seen it in action. We have to see this shit more before you start fucking going wild and judging it, okay? With that being said, I love the trailer. I cannot wait for it. When the Millennium Falcon came on screen and it did like that awesome 360 spin of a camera move and it was following it. Oh my God, like it was, and the music was starting up. It really just got me super excited for it, and like I'm just super stoked for it. That is it. I don't understand why people are bitching. Now, if a 2.5-minute trailer comes out and it really is kind of way different than the teaser, I understand. Get mad at it. This movie's a year away. They literally got done shooting 2 weeks ago, and they have this much special effects in the trailer. I was even shocked that we saw that much. So, just stop.
So it's jizz-worthy.
It is jizz-worthy. Like, I had to clean my screen like 5 times. Out of the 30 million, I definitely contributed to at least like 30 of that. So, it looks awesome. I cannot wait. The tone looks great. I love the fact that John Boyega, who's one of the like kind of unknown actors, he pops up in the very first frame of this entire trailer. That tells me that he's probably going to be the hero. I think that's awesome. Having a black hero in a Star Wars film is going to fucking spin people's heads, and their balls are going to bust because they don't know what they're going to do with themselves. So, it looks awesome. I love the fact that they show John Boyega as the first frame. That tells me he's probably going to be the hero. I love the Sith lightsaber. As of right now, like, once we see it in action, if it sucks, then I'll be like, shit, I take everything back. But as of right now, we saw it fucking just come out of its handle. That's it. That's it. We didn't fucking see it in action. We don't know what it can do. So just shut your mouth, enjoy it. You're still gonna go fucking pay for it anyways. So why are you bitching about it? Okay? It's a year away. Just stop it. Anyways, now that my aneurysm has gone through my fucking skull and I'm bleeding out my butthole right now, Emiline, when you hear that there is another Star Wars Episode 7, what are your thoughts about it? Did you really watch Star Wars at all?
A little bit, but I don't know. I was just sitting there thinking, another one? What? I never really knew the extent of the story and how long, but I mean, shit, you look at Harry Potter and that has, a lot of movies to it, and so, I mean, it's just one of the things. If it's a franchise, you can build on it, then good. The storyline, allows for room to grow, go for it.
Exactly. It's a lucrative franchise, and it makes a shit ton of money. So why not continue it? And the fact that this looks really good, tonally, shot-wise, like the cinematography is gorgeous in this trailer, and I'm really stoked to kind of just see the whole thing just for the visuals alone, and I'm sure the story will be awesome. So yeah, I'm in the camp that I really love the teaser. I cannot wait for the full trailer. It'll probably hit, I'd say around Comic-Con time, which is July, or maybe a little bit before, but I think the summertime is perfect for that. So we might see another teaser, but we're not going to see a full-on trailer for a long time. But as far as this, the teaser's great. I'm sorry I ranted, but people are bitching about the most littlest things. It's a minute and a half. What? Like,
Oh my god, why does the fucking lightsaber look like a sword? That's fucking stupid. Why is there a droid on a soccer ball? That looks retarded. Why is there a black guy and a stormtrooper out?
Do you know how fucking ridiculous you sound? All of you out there bitching. You sound ridiculous. Star Wars trailer looks awesome. You know, when the full trailer comes out, I might change my tune. I don't know. So, those were the 3 trailers that came out this week. Comment in that places where I blow my voice and let me know. All right, let's get to the meat of this podcast. So, Emiline and I saw Horrible Bosses 2. The first Horrible Bosses came out in 2011, directed by Seth Gordon, who later directed Identity Thief. And when the first Horrible Bosses came out, I saw it and I was actually really surprised. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was a great dark premise, like a very dark comedy. And I was kind of pissed afterwards because I was like, that's something I would come up with. And I was just super mad. But I was like, I'm glad someone beat me to it because it's a really good dark idea. And so I thought it was actually really funny. A lot of people were kind of divided on it. I can understand that. It's a lot of dry humor. It's a lot of Jason Bateman humor, which, you know, is like the dry, like smart alecky, fast quips of a joke. And so I really enjoyed the first one. So seeing the second one, I was really looking forward to it. I gotta say, I don't know why everyone is hating it. I don't know why it's got 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. I really enjoyed the hell out of this. It was so much fun. I thought it was funnier than the first, which is very rare for a sequel. I thought all the characters were still funny. I thought the premise of the story was ridiculous, but in a good way, where it's like balls to the wall, just ridiculous action and just an insane story. But it works because I love seeing these 3 characters, Jason Bateman, Jason Sudeikis, and Charlie Day. I love their chemistry on screen. It works for the sequel. I don't know why everyone's complaining about it. I mean, Emiline, do you feel the same way? Did you like the second one?
Yeah, I think it was a good continuation of the first. And I can't help but, compare it to Dumb and Dumber. Because Dumb and Dumber, the first one was so good and everything, and then the sequel was a flop to me. I mean, it wasn't quite as funny, but when you go to Horrible Bosses, like, it continues on in a good manner. Like, I think the chemistry was still there. And then, I don't know, they tied in with the first movie, like certain things that they would say or bring up, like it tied in well with the first one. And that's what I enjoy.
Yeah, I love the fact that they tied in a bunch of the the kind of same jokes into the second one. They still were just as funny, and like some of the plot lines and stuff. Yeah, and the reason why she brings up Dumb and Dumber, the sequel, is because we literally saw it 2 weeks ago, and we were so disappointed by it. And the one thing that Horrible Bosses 2 had going for it is it was only a 3-year gap between the first one. Dumb and Dumber 2 was a 20-year gap. Huge difference. I think Horrible Bosses 2 came out at the right time. 3 years later, that's like the perfect amount of time for a sequel to come out. It's just a really funny movie, and I love the dark premise to it. And I walked out and I looked at Emiline and I said, I cannot wait for the third one. They're going to make a third one, and I want them to complete this trilogy into like the most insane, darkly comedic trilogy that we've had in a while since the Hangover trilogy. And you guys can come out with me with Molotov cocktails all you want. I fucking love all 3 Hangovers. I even like the second one. I think it's just a fun, entertaining trilogy, and that's what Horrible Bosses will become. I cannot wait to see how big and how ridiculous they can take the third one, because they're just so entertaining to watch. I love the chemistry between all of them.
I liked how Jamie Foxx stepped up his game in this movie. Like, he had more of a part in this one. And Jamie Foxx is from Terrell. He's my homeboy. Like, he's from the same city that I'm from. So it's awesome to see him accomplish more. And he's done a lot with his life. but the fact that he stepped up even in a little part, or what was known as like a small part in the first one, that's like, to me, that's kind of an accomplishment for him, for at least this set of movies, or Horrible Bosses.
Well, the one thing I like about Jamie Foxx is he's very versatile. He can do drama,
Yeah.
he can do comedy, he can sing, he can rap, he can literally do whatever the hell he wants, and he's really funny in this. Like, I think, and since this is an uncensored podcast, his character name is Motherfucker Jones, and I think Motherfucker Jones, she's right, he has a bigger part in this, and it actually, without spoiling anything, his part might lead into a third one. That's all I'm going to say. And everyone brought their A game. I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't like Jason Bateman and his dry sense of humor. I like it. I've always liked Jason Bateman.
It works well with the other ones too, the other characters.
Yeah. And Charlie Day. He comes from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's where I got my first dose of him, and he's hilarious on that show, and he's hilarious in these movies. I've always liked Sudeikis, even when he was on Saturday Night Live. It's really funny. All of them started from TV. Jason Bateman, Arrested Development, Charlie Day, Sunny, and then Sudeikis with SNL. Something that's really interesting. They're probably they're part of a small group of actors that could actually break through the TV mold. And me personally, I think they are successful in the movies, but they're not as successful as most. It is hard to do that transition, but they are doing fairly well for each other. But yeah, it's just a fun time. I just had so much fun watching it. My face was hurting because I was laughing so hard. I cannot wait for a third one. So I'm going to give this, I think, a strong 8 out of 10. I think it's a very solid comedy. My face was laughing, or my face was laughing. I was laughing so hard and my face was hurting that by the end of the movie, I couldn't even breathe because they kept pitching jokes at 100 miles an hour, and I couldn't laugh at every single one of them because my face just hurt so much. That actually might be the only downfall for me, is that I was laughing so much and so hard, I was exhausted towards the end of it. So strong 8 out of 10 for me. Very solid comedy. I love their chemistry. It's a very solid sequel. That's just my opinion, though. But I don't care about what I have to say. I want to know what you guys have to say down below. But Emiline, what would you give Horrible Bosses 2 out of a 10?
8.5 or 9. I really enjoyed it. So.
And here's the thing. We also might just be kissing this movie's ass because Dumb and Dumber 2 was such a letdown. Who knows? Maybe it was that balance where Dumb and Dumber 2 was so low and Horrible Bosses 2 felt so high to us that we just enjoyed ourselves. That actually might be one of the causes, but as of right now, just watching it, 8 out of 10 for me, 8.5, 9 for Emiline. So have you guys seen Horrible Bosses 2? Comment that place to upload my voice and let me know. And if you're even a fan of the first or second one, or both, I would like to know, because the first one was very split with people, so I want to know what you guys thought of movies. So moving on to the box office results for the weekend. We're going to do it like usual, where Emiline tries to guess the 5, and I will tell her if she's right or wrong. So, Em, go ahead and take it away. What is starting at number 5 all the way up until the 1?
Ooh, okay. 5 would be, I would think, Big Hero 6. And then 4, Interstellar. 3, Penguins of Madagascar. 2, Horrible Bosses 2. And then 1 would be Hunger Games Mockingjay.
Okay. You got 2 right.
Oh, great.
You got 2 right. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Horrible Bosses 2, we think it's awesome. It came in at number 5. Horrible Bosses 2, number 5, with 15.7 million. Its total is 23 for its run for this week because it came out on Wednesday. Worldwide, it's got 34. I don't know what the budget is, so I don't know if it's doing well, but come on, guys. Go see Horrible Bosses 2, especially if you like the first one. Listen, if you like the first one, give the second one a shot. If you didn't care for the first one, pass on it. But if you like the first one, give it a shot. The fourth one, Interstellar, with 15.8 million. So it actually was 100 million, or 100,000 more than than Horrible Bosses 2. Its domestic haul right now is at 147 with a worldwide of 542 on a budget of 165. So it definitely made its money back plus some. So good job, Christopher Nolan. Interstellar was a very good mind trip. So you deserve it. All right, number 3 is Big Hero 6 with 18.7 million. Its domestic haul is 167 with a worldwide total of 224 on a budget of 165. It's not doing well. You remember, because theaters take a percentage of everything. So you have to double it. My rule is to double it, and that's how you can tell if it's going to break even. It's not even close. Big Hero 6 was fun. It was cute, but I'm not going to hold it as one of the best animated films of the year. Number 2, Penguins of Madagascar with 25.8 million. It also came out on Wednesday with Horrible Bosses 2. So its total domestic run for the week was 36. And its worldwide total right now is at 98. I don't know what the budget is because it's not listed, so I don't know if it's doing well. But 98, almost 100 million for its first weekend, not bad. Number 1, kicking everyone's ass, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 with 56.8 million. That's incredible. Its domestic haul so far is at 225, which is astounding. Its foreign haul, worldwide is 480 on a budget of 125, so 250 to break even. This thing's already made its money back plus some already. It's only been out for a week, a week and a half, right? No, just a week. So what the hell? I enjoyed it a lot, so it deserves it. I can't really complain. What else opened this week? The Imitation Game kind of opened up in... No, The Imitation Game did open this week with 4 theaters, and it got 482,000. That's not bad for 4 theaters. And apparently Evel Knievel is doing fucking tricks outside and all over the parking lot. Fucking ridiculous. That's what happens when I do this thing next to a window, is that people see me through the window and they're just like, fuck this guy. So, yeah, that is the box of results for the weekend. All right, guys, that will do it for this week's episode of Reel Me In: a movie podcast. I want to thank Emiline for coming on. It's a lot better than last time, because last time, if you guys remember, she actually, her connection kind of timed out, so she was gone the last 10 minutes of the podcast, so I was kind of trying to cover for her, and I sounded like a bumbling idiot, so it's nice that...
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's nice that her connection lasted just as long as the podcast. So, Emiline, thank you for coming on once again.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And if you guys want to follow me on Spreaker here, it's you just do that, click that follow button. You get up-to-dates on live shows and when I post these things. If you guys want to find me on iHeartRadio, I'm also on there too. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter to get up-to-dates on live shows, podcasts, movie reviews, whatever random shit I post on there, it's going to be at Real Chasely, R-E-E-L, Chasely, all one word. If you guys want to like my Facebook page to get up-to-dates on live shows, movie news, trailers, reviews, just anything movie-related, it's going to be facebook.com/Real Reviews with Chase Lee. If you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube page, it is youtube.com/Shabutnik75, capital S, lowercase H-A-B-O-O-T-N-I-K 75. And I post movie reviews, the podcast, short films, web series. Listen, you can probably occupy yourself for about an hour and a half on my channel. So, once again, guys, that will do it for another episode. This is episode 54 of Reel Me In: a movie podcast. I'm Chase Lee. That's Emiline. Next week, it's December 7th, I believe, and so I don't know what's coming out, guys. I don't know. But you guys know the drill. Whatever comes out that week, I will possibly review it. Trailers, news. It's going to come at you next Sunday once again on Reel Me In: a movie podcast. I want you guys to have a fantastic day, a fantastic night. If you're listening to us on the toilet or in a porta potty somewhere in the middle of the forest, it's okay. I'll still be your friend. Just don't shake my hand afterwards. So,
Ew.
I know, it's pretty sick, but at the same time, kind of arousing. I will see you guys next Sunday for another episode. You guys keep it cool. Have a good week. And peace.